So I spent the last weekend reading all of Gachiakuta, and honestly, I believe it's a work of pure art. Everything about it just screams class, everything about it screams competence. I think the story is both fresh and super creative, with a clear love for street art and just graffiti and true creativity. I find the character of Rudo to be very endearing, and you just want to root for him because from the jump, the world is completely against him. Come and see a child raised by a foster father as his own parents are deemed as criminals and evil. So we see Rudo, and he grows up on the dark side of what's called a floating spear, and he's treated like trash. He's treated like a lesser. He's in the slums. The people on the other side of the wall, which is all bright and clean and wealthy, they disregard his people. They disregard him completely. And Rudo can only dream of what life can be on the bright side of the world. One thing about Rudo is that he just loves trash. He loves digging around in it, and he enjoys being able to like salvage anything that's been thrown away because he feels like there's meaning, there's purpose inside it. The author is done well to kind of give off the concept that items that you have, they're not just arbitrary. They can be infused with your love. They can be infused with your care. Like things which are like things which are like heirlooms, like they're precious, and so you don't want to just discard them away. And even the power system of Gachiakuta kind of believes into that. The reality that you can have an object which you love and you care about. You pour so much attention into it, and then if you become what's called a giver, that item can become your vital instrument, your vital weapon, which can help defend you. But that's for like further on down in the video. So before we get there, we see Rudo. He's up in the spear. He's rejected by society. He's in a slums. But at least he has Vector. At least he has his foster father. Until he doesn't, because literally, episode 1 or chapter 1, Rudo is framed for his murder. You see Rudo coming home, kind of happy about a situation he's being able to get through with the girl that he's actually crushing on. But now he's home and Recto's like out there laid out flat dying, and Ruda's like, what's going on? Like, how can this be happening? This is his father figure. Not only that, you got security officials who literally bust into the scene, see Recto's dying body, look at Rudo, it's a little kid, a literal kid, and they blame him for the murder as if he's the one who committed the crime in the first place. Like, there's no justice in this world at all. It's so sad. Like, he's not even given a fair trial. They just assume that he's a killer, and so now Rudo's been blamed for the murder of his own foster father, and that's allowed the prejudice that people had towards him in the beginning, saying, you're a child of murderer, you're a child of killers. They're able to kind of push that identity onto Rudo now. So what can Rudo do? Like, he can't defend himself, he's just a kid. And so one thing about this world is that despair is floating above what seems to be a void, a bottomless void, a pit. And they dump trash and rubbish, all whatever is thrown into that pit. And the one thing about the execution way of execution is that you dump people into that bottomless pit as well as way of like killing them or executing them. And it's just crazy seeing a whole crowd of people rejoicing, screaming at a 16-year-old to be thrown down to a pit without even giving him a fair trial. And the gut punch is that the girl that he's been crushing on also rejects him as another murderer, as another killer. And so we see Yuda just lose all hope, but then you see in his eyes the eyes of rage, the eyes of I will get my get back. I will get my revenge. And so he swears that, listen, I can't believe this. I'm going to come back to the surface and I'll have my revenge. And at that point, he's dropped down into the bottom of the void. And you think that's it. I mean, the show could end there, but actually it doesn't. And so when he goes down and down and down, he lands on the surface. This is the actual surface. And come to find out. And now there's just trash everywhere. And this trash is just, the wasteland is toxic, it's hard for you to breathe, and for some reason you have trash beasts which are around, which come to destroy whatever's in the vicinity. And so we see Riro having to think on his feet, trying to fight for his life and somehow still survive. But again, the area is just so toxic that he can't breathe, he can't really focus at all until he's helped by, of course, Engine. And now this is where we get to the other characters in the story, because I really like the way the writer has written the characters like like Engine and Rio and the Folo and some of the supporting cast members. With Engine, it's pretty nice to see just kind of a mysterious yet charismatic guy. Like, you never know what he's thinking, you never know what's really going through his mind, but you can just tell that he's got some things going on in the back of his mind, and he's willing to help Rudo, like, kind of support him, help him, rescue him, basically. And then we meet Rio, and then we meet Zanka, and we meet the team, and then we introduce to what's called cleaners. And these cleaners are the ones who are able to fight trash beats using their vital instruments. Vital instruments being objects that the givers have loved and put so much care into, that becomes a weapon for a weapon to fight with and destroy trash beats, because only vital instruments can destroy the trash beats. So you see Guido learning all these things, trying to figure out, how do I get back up to the surface? Like, why does this happen to me? What's going on? What's up with this world? Because now he's in the depths of the pit, and it's not just some barren wasteland. There's people here. There's people here. There's buildings here. There's a society here, and he's never seen this before. He didn't think that this would occur. So now we're just learning about this world, and the world building in Gachiakuta is very deep, not complex, but very. There's a lot of mystery, basically, in the story, and I love that aspect of this story. I love the mystery. I love the destroying and not telling, the little bits of breadcrumbs that we're given as the story plays out. It's such a good story. I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed being able to sit down and catch up with the manga, learning about what's going on with the quote unquote angel, who is the one who murdered Rudo's father, Recto, in the beginning, and just seeing how their mind works, and the amount of schemes that they're pulling up. Look at being introduced to the Vados and Jabba and Zodo, and see their mindset and their philosophy of things. So yeah, Gaki Akita is an amazing story. I really love the fact that I'm able to read it. I've been able to catch up with it. I really love the fact that the anime is coming out. It's just doing such a good job. Studio Bros have done an amazing job. I think it's like one of those stories that you feel like, yeah, you're glad that you get to watch this anime. You're glad that you get to watch it coming out. And to be told, I'm watching it in dubbed because I enjoyed I enjoyed dubbed anyway. But the dub is really good. I really enjoy it so much. So yeah, that's my opinion on Gaki Yakuza so far. I've really enjoyed the story, and I really enjoy the anime as it's coming out. And yeah, I just thought I'd just hop on, give my opinion. If you made this far in the video, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll probably catch up with you next time with another review. Peace.